you guys. Surprise. We are meeting randomly today on Wednesday. I just have to look up one little thing. I am so insanely excited to show you this. One second. Sorry. This is the complete wrong way to be starting this, actually. What I'm trying to do is make sure that I say that where I got this amazing drum. Okay, this is a special thing. I have been wanting a Native American drum or a shamanic drum or a drum of some kind for a long time. And it's because as a music teacher, Sylvia, there you are. It's because as a music teacher, I'm teaching rhythms to everybody all day long, and I'm always demonstrating, just clapping my hands or moving back and forth, whatever, having people move around. But I've been thinking, if I had a drum, then it would be the most amazing way to teach rhythm. Such a fundamental and such an ancient instrument. So I finally bought one. I'll probably have a few drums in my life because there's several people on YouTube who actually make these, who I've been following and who I love so much, but they're in the United Kingdom, and so I just and I wanted my first one to be a Native American drum. So anyway, I am so excited to share this with you. This is from Cedar Mountain Drums, and they are in Oregon. Cedar Mountain Drums. I bought this. This was none of my videos are sponsored at this point, but they are a magical store. Hey, Krister, I'm so happy you're here. This is a magical store in Oregon. They have, if you go to their website, Cedar Mountain Drums, they have like a go through the store video, and it's like a magical portal into another dimension. So I feel like I would be there all the time if I lived in Oregon, and it has an awesome vibe. So this is the box. We are going to open it together and see what's inside, see what it looks like, see if I can play the drum. So thank you for being here with me in this moment while we unbox this fabulous, fabulous instrument. It shipped really quickly as well. I basically ordered it, I think, on Sunday or Monday, I forget, and today is Wednesday, so it got here so quickly. Stranger Things, hello! Oh my, are you from Psychic Bob's channel? Because I know he calls you out all the time, Stranger Things. If you are, I love Psychic Bob so much. Okay, well anyway, opening up this box, got some newspaper it's packed in, a how to care for your drum sheet, my receipt, that's so nice, and they even wrote like a nice little signature on it. Thank you, Amber, love Patrick. So nice. So what I got was well, I'll show you. I got a few things here. It's like Christmas. Okay. Here it is. Ooh. And there's also a tiny jar of shea butter. So let's see. And apparently you're supposed to put the shea butter on the drum, just around the sides. I need to keep track of all these things for insurance purposes. If you don't already have your instrument insured, if you have an expensive instrument, you should think about insuring it. As you know, my harp had an accident. It's being fixed at the moment. But anyway, this is all going to go on my instrument insurance. So the first thing that we have in here, this must be the wall hanging. So I can actually hang this on the wall somewhere for easy access to it, and to display it, because it's a painted drum that I got. And let's see, let me figure out how to open this. Gosh, I hope I didn't break anything. The whole video is going to be me just trying to open this wall hanging. You guys doing okay? You having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. For those of you on Patreon, I I sent you a poll. Actually, I extended it out here to YouTube as well, asking you guys if you might be interested in doing a studio circle or joining the studio circle for my studio that I have for lessons. You're going to meet every month at the last Thursday of the month probably, and just play for each other and play the things that we've all been working on. And I have people of all ages, sorry for the noise, and levels in my studio. So everyone from little ones to adults like us, to grandparents and parents and everybody. So it'll be a nice little studio family gathering. And there's a little poll about that. Anyway, follow me on Patreon if you're not already. It's just $1 to subscribe. And then you can stay in the loop with all of the things, all the fabulous things that we're going to do. So this is the beautiful buffalo wall hanger. So I just have to figure out how to hang this on the wall. Other half, this is your job. It's wonderful to have another half, isn't it? Love you. He's working, so anyway, here's this. Next thing we have is I decided to get a gray drum bag. I would have gotten black, but they were out of black, and so I just got gray. Anyway, my harp case is gray. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I believe this is made out of, it's a skin drum. It's a deer skin drum. Here's the alpaca beater inside here. Just carefully, well, let me turn it around so you can see. Isn't that so beautiful? We match. And there's a sunflower behind us too. It's a, anyway, it's the Four Directions, the corn in Four Directions, and I love it. It's on this beautiful sky blue background with some birds in the sky, and the corn in the Four Directions. And it's like really fiery and flaming gold looking, and I love the spirals around the sides as well. It is just gorgeous, and it's been hand painted. I believe it's a deer skin drum. So sorry, that was my phone deciding to leave off of the couch. And inside they've written Cedar Mountain Drums, Portland, Oregon. So I know, I can remember where I got it. So, yes, Sylvia, so my harp, I sent it off. It is being repaired. I just can't figure out how to get this beater out of here. Hold on, 1 second. I got this. I can totally do this. There we go. So these kinds of drums, they have a, you have to have a specific kind of beater to go with it. And I just take the tape off of here. There we go. This is stuff with, it's like a suede beater with alpaca wool inside, and all natural kind of wood here with a lovely green wrapping. That's nice, it actually matches my eyes kind of. It's so fabulous. I love that they put green there. That's great. And it has this little suede grip here in the back. Isn't it so beautiful? So, so beautiful. So the first thing that we are going to do is, because it's a shamanic drum and it's a sacred drum, I mean, all instruments are sacred, right? We're the first instrument, and then we play instruments to express, the other things that we can't express, with our voice. That instruments have that capacity for us. I am going to do a little sage blessing. So the sage is a Native American kind of, and I know lots of different cultures use sage to purify bless things and purify things. So I have some well-used sage. Every once in a while I go around the house and just sage things, and then I bang my singing bowl and all the bad vibes go out, So anyway, let's see here. Just light it a little bit down here. And just gonna pause for a second and be with the drum here. my students about rhythm, and help us all just learn about music, the fundamental things about music, and help us all with your lovely voice to keep us grounded and happy and energized. Just gonna smudge the inside a little bit. And I am so happy that you're here, that you're a part of the family. This is so wonderful. So wonderful. So I'm going to pop this over here. Put this down for a second. And just make sure that my little smudge stick is out here. Don't want to be lighting everything on fire. The next thing that I'm going to do is just give it a hug. Just kind of get to know it, because you know the drum is really connected to our heartbeat. Give it a little rub. The drum is so connected to us as human beings, you know. So I just wanted to just give a little hug and say hello, give it a little rub. I've heard that when you do this, it kind of warms the skin up just a bit too. And I have no idea how to play a drum at all, like no clue how to really look after it. I'll have to read those directions and see how to look after it. It's just a great way to center everything for lessons. So maybe I'll even play this at the beginning of your lesson, or play it with you at the beginning of the studio circle, or just whatever. Let's see. Just wanted to see if it does anything to the voice. That is an amazing sound. This is a heartbeat and a pulse. Instrument ever. This has the most amazing vibe. Oh my gosh, it just, you can feel the vibrations actually flowing all the way through your arm, and I can feel it right here in my chest and in my belly, in my throat. So I just want to encourage you, if you're on this musical path and you're learning one specific instrument, just branch out a little bit, because actually all different instruments are going to teach you about music in a different way. The drum, just setting out that skeleton of the rhythm. I'm reading this book about sound healing right now, and it talks about how vibrations our brain is really sensitive to certain vibrations. In fact, our brain has its own little pulse of electrical energy or whatever it is. And drumming and sounds and music and all of that have a really big effect on us, because we're also an instrument. So I just think sometimes when our mind is flying around in the air, and mine does that all the time, I know, isn't it such a cool sound, Krista? I just love it so much. When our mind is flying around in the air, I think that the drum can help us come back to center. The drum is shaped like a circle. It's one. I've heard also that it's a union of the feminine and the masculine coming together. And all these there's different kinds of drum beats, which I, really don't know. I know the heartbeat, most of we started with. And, the ancient Greeks, we're learning all about the ancient Greeks. They were really sensitive to certain rhythms. So let's see if we can, let's do a little exercise. I'm going to play a rhythm and just notice if it affects you in a relaxing way, or if it energizes you, or whatever it is. So here's a simple little beat. Nothing that hard, but do you notice, did it make you feel more centered? Did it make you feel more calm, more clear-minded? It's different when you play it. Wow, it's completely different maybe listening to it than when you play it. I've never played one of these before, so this is my first time playing the drum. Let's find another one. So how about the heartbeat? Let's listen to the heartbeat again. Notice how this one feels. Imagine this one. I'm going to tap in a different area as well. Or if I went faster. I could be in a band. If I instead of accenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of playing 8 notes there. If I was to just accent the third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll probably do a live stream on Friday too. I just wanted to show you this has just arrived. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think that it would be neat at some point. Whenever the world goes back, if it ever goes back to normal. Honestly, I'm having such a fun time teaching everybody online. I got a huge iPad, so I bought a gigantic iPad. Once I tried playing the drums when I was younger, rhythm was all over the place. Well, Sylvia, one of the things that I like to do when I teach rhythms is to have you move around, right? You can stay in a sway, and then just, oops. It'll stay, nice and consistent. I can go twice as fast if I do both sides. Or walking in place, kind of sitting down, walking in place, can help you stay consistent. But anyway, I just completely forgot what I was saying before that. But anyway, check out Cedar Mountain Drums. They are so nice. Their website is fabulous. This is a painted drum by Rose. It's called the Four Directions. And I don't know what size this is. I think it was an 18-inch diameter. This only came in an 18-inch diameter. I was going to get a 20, a bigger one, but actually this is a great size. 18 inch. Maybe it says, hold on, let me just check and see. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, it's in a 17-inch drum bag. So it must be, let's see, hold on. If it's in a 17-inch drum bag, it's probably either 16 or 17 inches in diameter. You were in Sedona? That's my picture up here. Sedona's my favorite place in the universe, Krister. I can't believe that you've been in Sedona. That's awesome. Yeah, Sedona is literally my favorite place on the planet. So I'm going to have to bring this to Sedona with me the next time we go there. We'll definitely have to do a live stream. Well, we'll have to do a live stream from, here, let me see if I can move you up. From there. Well, I'm afraid this is all going to fall over. Anyway, so, well, you guys, thank you so much. This is so exciting. I feel like I could just sit here and just play for you. I think I'll just do that. So you can stay, you can leave, whatever. But I'm going to just play a little bit more for you. The other thing that this book, sorry to keep talking, but the other thing that this book I'm reading talks about is that sound is a vibration, and if you kind of think about an intention behind it, the sound and the intention carry together. Like it's sound plus intention equals healing, sound healing. So I could set an intention for all of you guys here today. May your day be filled with peace. May you go into the world looking for beauty, looking towards the light. Keep your eyes on the, well, don't look at the sun. Keep your eyes on the sun, so to speak. Not looking at the sun, but metaphorically keeping your eyes on the light. And may all of us here just be connected together today, all in our little drum circle. This is a great way to start the day, actually. I'm gonna wake up the whole apartment with the drum. It's amazing how sound can just transform a space, Have you ever walked into a room and you can tell, one person's not very nice and they're very, very serious and they kind of make everything seem a little serious? But you could walk into that same room and you could be a happy light. Oh, you've been there several times. Hey, Chris. Thank you. Isn't this so neat? It's so beautiful. So anyway, we're just in a little drum circle together right now. Well, my other half is in his meeting, so I should probably stop. Because the whole, all of his coworkers are going to hear me in the background. So, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for this amazing unboxing of my very first drum. It's going to be a one-woman show, drum, harp, violin, viola. There's a piano over there, a keyboard at least. And we've got our voice, so we can go heal the world with music. Anyway, all right, you guys. So I will see you for our normal live stream on Friday. As usual, that will be fabulous. Do you like the iPad? Have you noticed the quality is any different at all? Or, it's definitely picking up a different kind of screen, like a different view of than I normally have. If you are not already on Patreon, please go there. It is $1 to subscribe to that. I'm starting to do some interesting things there. That every week there's a mini little lesson for you on Monday. And We're going through all of the scales at the moment, so I'm giving you a little intro to the major and minor scales. Each month, basically, we're doing a different key. This month on Patreon, we're doing the G scale and the E minor scales. So we're getting to know all of those. And anyway, the next thing that I'm thinking about adding, I only have one tier at the moment, but the next thing I'm thinking about adding, I'm gonna just hold this so you can see it while I'm talking, is I'm just calling it a studio circle. So I used to do fun little studio nights where we would all get together and just play for each other and have fun playing. Sometimes we play as a group, but for the studio circle, I think that because now I have so many of you all over the country, that are studying online. I want to give you a sense of community. So I'm opening it up to my studio first. Once a month, we're going to meet and just, play for each other the little things that we've been working on in lessons. So in your lesson, basically, I'll say, would you like to play these 2 lines of our book 1 to show the studio, this that you've been working on, or to show them what a minuet kind of style is, or what a barcarolle style is, or what a march sounds like. Can you show, maybe show us what that sounds like if you'd like, because those are little etudes in our book 1. Or even just show, demonstrate half notes, demonstrate whole notes, talk about something that might be challenging for you, playing a simple song if you'd like, or playing a scale, or just playing something to share for the group. And as I said, there's all ages in the studio family. There's little baby ones, not so baby ones, adults, parents, grandparents, all ages. But the majority of my studio or people that I've started from absolutely no background in music or playing the violin or playing the viola. So I just think it would be a fun thing to just have this little community time together. So if you're not in the studio but you're on Patreon, I'm opening that up to you guys too. That will be the next tier. So because you guys on Patreon are basically an extension of the studio, so it's just that we're connected in a slightly bit different way. Rather than working on a lesson each week, you have a little mini recorded lesson. So at least there's some kind of guidance. And if you wanted to join the studio circle, you could just play, what you've been working on from the weekly mini lesson, for example. So, for example, this week we are doing the G scale. So if we were to meet at the end of the month, you could play the G scale for the group if you wanted, or just, say hi, or you don't have to play anything. You can just be there. You don't have to have your video on. You can just participate with your presence and just listen. So that's going to be the next thing that's basically on Patreon. So if you just follow me on Patreon there, patreon.com/violin viola masterclass. At the moment, it's $1 to just subscribe for that baseline level. So I'd love to have you there. And hopefully these studio circles will be fun. They're probably going to start in, I don't have the tier up yet, but they'll probably start in July, like the end of July, for the groups on the group on Patreon. So anyways, what else? Follow me on Instagram. Today I took everybody out for a walk. We made some bug friends in nature. There were these cute little bugs that were sitting on this balcony, and they were like looking out at the creek and all the trees, and they're like this big, and they were in this like huge forest. So cute. So made some bug friends, found some tree friends, wandered around a little bit. So anyway, Instagram, Violin Viola Masterclass. Just follow my stories. It's my daily life, just having fun, being fabulous, trying to be fabulous. And if you want to connect with me on my website, it's Violin Viola Masterclass. If you're interested in searching, connecting for lessons, online, you can definitely do that too. I've had to raise my rates a bit because at the moment I'm running out of space. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here to hear this drum's voice for the first time. This is so special. So Cedar Mountain Drums. I can't get over that voice. That is literally the exact kind of voice that I was looking for. I was worried that it would be, too nasally sounding, or it would be too boomy, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's fabulous. So get ready to see lots more of it. I will see you guys on Friday, and thank you for joining this random little live stream. See you guys soon.